This program is brought to you by Montefrio Garden Resort, your Highland escape.
Ventosa Law Office of Attorney Jose Vicente C. Ventosa III. For appointments, please call 0922 Ventosa or 0922-83-68672. Callers Flower Shop, Rigodon West for wellness, events, sports, and trainings.
Mabuhay.
Yan, Madayaw.
Yes, a good afternoon, attorney. And of course, it's time for another edition of our ABCD.
Yes, Attorney Blue,
And Carlo Dolier.
episode 5 na tayo ngayon, no? March 8, 5 p.m. So, medyo dagan-dagan na pakita sa atong mga viewers, no? Sa mga ganap diri sa atong araw ng Davao.
Yes, exactly. And especially every night, as of course, makikita yung history ng Davao City through our 3D mapping. But
Ayun.
right before that, attorney, of course, di nato kalimtan, March 8 is the 116th year of the International Women's Day today.
Yes, oo, para talaga sa mga kababaihan itong March 8. So, happy Women's Day to all women, dili lang diri sa Davao City, sa Pilipinas, and all over the world.
Yes, but I think it's quite unfair na bakit March 8 Women's Day, bakit wala pang Men's Day sa atin?
Meron Men's Day, oy, di ba? November 19. Oo, isang araw lang yan sa isang taon. So, sa lahat ng ibang araw, sa women na yan.
Yeah, oo. So, attorney, how's life and how is your activities doing in yesterday and the previous week?
Yes, oo. Ang daming I'm excited to share and report no na patuloy ang suporta ng mga kooperatiba dito sa ating beach ping pong. So this is the 5th year. Although ngayon may bago tayong venue, maganda din naman kasi dati doon tayo sa may Dumalag, yung isang doon, White Beach Sand. Then dito tayo sa may Lana ngayon. Then baka meron tayong mapakita ng mga photos and videos, and maybe next week dagdagan natin yung mga iba pang mga ganap sa ating beach ping pong.
Yes, but before that, because it is our brief opening remarks of our episode today, we are being streamed live over the Kadangpan Digital Facebook page and YouTube channel.
Yan, and of course, para sa ganap ko, dito tayo sa Davao Lawyer Facebook page and Davao Lawyer YouTube channel.
Yes, so let's get into business by starting off na ipapakita natin ngayon yung sa beach ping pong dyan sa Dagat Fiesta. But I am aware dun sa place kasi for quite a long time I haven't been there. So,
na kasi yung mga ibang naunang beach, di ba? Doon na dadaan yung ating Davao Samal Bridge. Tapos yung ibang mga beach din doon, hindi na masyado marami tao. Kaya nalipay po itong unsa dito sa Dagat Fiesta kay daghan na po silang mga parokyano. Daming mga ating mga sumali, no? Of course, the women, the children, our PWD, senior citizens, kaya lingaw, no? Meron tayong mga bagong mga accessories na mga sa beach ping pong, and I don't know kung meron kaming secret later or baka next week na lang namin ipakita yung may surprise.
yeah,
Ayun.
so let's not baka ma-jinx, but for the meantime, I think we will have to show muna the highlights from yesterday, attorney, no? Doon sa
Sige,
beach ping pong in a different beach.
Oo, sa Dagat Fiesta din naman. Maganda rin naman doon. Oo.
Let's watch this now.
Madayaw, this is your Davao Lawyer, Attorney Blue Ventosa, at nandito tayo sa beach sa may Dagat Fiesta, Lanang, Davao City, and we're starting our Beach Ping Pong 2026. Ayan, nakikita na natin ating mga players. They're warming up. Okay. Say hi! Kumusta? Ayan. And stay tuned later kasi magsa-start ng ating program. So, this is our Beach Ping Pong Tournament 2026. See you later, alligator.
Huwag kang nag-enjoy ka dyan, attorney
Oo. Opening lang yan. Hindi ako naglaro talaga.
Warm up lang.
Warm up lang yan. Maaga. Napaaga kasi tayo kanina. Kaya meron pang chance na magpalo-palo.
How I wish pa yung would be there. Pero sayang kasi
Sige lang. Next time.
ibang lugar, attorney.
Chair Joseph Gabo na pag-uwi sa diri, itahasan ko i-open na ato ang tournament ko para makadulang nata. So by the power vested in me by our association, I declare the Big Davao Beach Ping Pong Tournament in celebration of Araw ng Davao open.
Ayun.
Good luck!
Yan pala
So,
yung highlights, no?
Naapoy ka ng advantage o disadvantage katong sa previous nga venue ug karon kay nindot karon kay daghan siyang kahoy, no? So hindi naman masyadong puti, hindi naman masyado siya white sand, pero medyo dili kayo igang kay daghan siyang mga kahoy. Kata lang kay daghan pog mga dahon nga mga hulog. Wala nga sige sila pog limpyo sa they sweep the surroundings, but overall naman enjoy naman yan. We have participants from Davao City, of course, Davao Oriental, Davao de Oro, Davao del Norte, Davao del Sur, and I think we have some somewhere from Cotabato. Meron ding mga nakasali dyan. Ayun. So ito yung mga ibang photos. Baka next week madagdagan natin.
Wow.
Makita
at
nyo, daghang
least-
kahoy, nindot, no? Lami kayong hangin diha ba? Oo, maka-relax.
Yeah.
Ayan, so,
Sayang nga lang wala man ko diha because tanaw na tanaw ang Samal Island for the
Oo.
record, attorney.
parang pwede
Kasi-
nang kung naalay taytayan, pwede nang baktason na lang kay doon na kaayo siya, Carl.
Yeah. Because of course, you already know that I have already been there kasabay pagyud sa inyong event of which we
Yes,
will
oo.
gonna discuss this in the next episode.
Hinahanap ka nga nila. Sabi nila, sana si CD. Sabi ko, na hati-hati mo na kami kasi sabay-sabay yung mga events ngayon. Baka next year na naman makasali si CD dyan sa ating beach ping pong.
Mm. But ang pinaka-inaabangan ko, attorney, is when mo ko sasamahan kung merong pickleball tournament, attorney.
Oo. Yes, pickleball. Oo, after siguro nitong ating mga events dito sa Araw ng Davao, yung mga mga suggested topics nila, and alam natin, talaga yun, patok na patok yung pickleball. Hindi talaga natin palagpasin na wala tayong episode about pickleball.
All right. So right before we go on to the next, if you have just joined us, this is the first stretch of our episode 5 of the program ABCD together with Attorney Blue and yours truly, Kadang Carlo Dolier. Now we
Yes.
will go on sa atong highlights good from Friday. Of course, advance kasi supposed to be today, March 8 is the
Oo.
International Women's Day. But of course, dahil sa panahon ngayon, dahil
Oo.
madami ding mga mabisid, but they give the ample time naman para makilahok sa yearly activities in celebration of the International Women's Day and part
Ayun.
of the National Women's Month. Diba, attorney?
Yes, oo, lalo na itong inyong lingkod, si Attorney Blue Ventosa sa Silangan Multipurpose Cooperative ay nasa Gender and Development. Talaga, active na active, and salamat din sa Silangan and sa other mga co-ops na sponsor ng Beach Ping Pong at ito pang ating mga activities sa Women's Month.
Yeah. Pero nagtataka din ako na kasali pala yung CDA or Cooperative Development Authority. My question, bakit hindi sumali ang Silangan Multipurpose Cooperative sa International Women's Day Parade?
Oo, actually, meron kasi kaming General Assembly, kaya naghahabol sa mga preparations, sa printing, but we have some mga online lang naman na naglaho kami sa mga ibang mga cooperatives na from Luzon and Visayas. So, hindi lang nakapaglakad, pero nandyan lang sa opisina, nagtatrabaho pa rin.
Yeah. As most of you know, of course, Attorney Blue is the board of director of the entirety of Sinilangan Multi-Purpose
Yes,
Cooperative.
oo.
Kasi
Actually,
hindi lang naman Davao City, no? Maskin
Oo.
iba't ibang parte sa Mindanao.
Yes, actually, I am just part of the 7 board of directors. Tapos, ang ating mga branches dito sa Davao City ay isa sa mga pinakamaraming branches for the co-ops, no? We have 14 branches in Davao City, 2 sa Davao del Norte, meron sa Cagayan de Oro, sa Butuan, Valencia. Tapos, mag-o-open naman din tayo later on dyan sa Maydigo, sa Mati, sa Kidapawan. So, abangan ninyo sa ating General Assembly, mga members ng Silangan.
Yes, we will look forward to that, no? Para sa mga hindi pa nakaka-join sa cooperative, I hope that you will sign up for the Silangan Multi-Purpose Cooperative. Basta pumunta lang kayo in any branch.
Yes, and of course, kahit sa mga ibang mga co-ops, no, pili lang kayo dyan sa may lugar ninyo, but I'm happy to note and share na ang ating, since last year, na-approve na ng mga general membership ng Silangan na all over the Philippines na, no? And in fact, yung nabanggit ko kanina sa Mindanao, baka at the end of the year, may 2 na tayong branches sa may Visayas. So, hindi ko lang muna sabihin saan banda, pero nag-expand na talaga ang ating Silangan Multipurpose Cooperative.
Alright, so that being said, of course, I will not wait this prolong dahil gusto ko lang ipakita yung highlights of what I have already participated annually for the International Women's Day Parade from Rojas Avenue to Rizal Park. And of course, hindi mawawala ang sabihin natin na short program nila, but I just have to shorten it up because limited yung oras natin because it's just an hour weekly episode. So
Sige
let's
lang.
watch this. Ayan, so yung makikita, attorney, is yung mga iba't ibang ahensya, iba't ibang mga organisasyon ang nakikisali, especially mga Barangay Council for Women of Davao City. At kahit naman yung sa academe,
Start CD.
mga 6:30 ng umaga, attorney.
Maayo. Dili pa kayo init, no? Oo.
Yeah.
Dami talaga ng
From
sali.
Freedom Park, binagtas namin papuntang Rizal Park kasi may mga pasikot-sikot and the usual parade route.
Oo, ayun, ating ruta. Mabuti. Ayan, dami pala talaga.
Yes. From local departments of the city government of Davao up to our authorities in uniform, and of course the Barangay Council for Women and also national government agencies.
Ayun.
Nakikisali din. Ayun. Paiba-ibang mga organisasyon for the women empowerment.
Okay, yes.
This one is a non-government organization.
Oo, ganda ng mga ano nila, naka-uniform talaga sila,
Yes.
Wingaw po, no? Oo.
And then meron ding short program talaga. Hindi yan mawawala.
Yes.
Okay, so let's have this moment muna kasi
Okay.
we'll pause first because we had interviewed, of course, ang head sa Integrated Gender and Development Division ng City Government of Davao, si Ma'am Lorna Mandin. And of course, ang inyong abang lingkod, fully supportive siya sa atin whenever every year na merong ginagawa ang for women empowerment, the International Women's Day, present talaga ako. I never got the time to skip even for just
napaka. Okay, nice. Next time siguro sasabay na rin ako dyan para makaano tayo.
But I know, despite na singit mo lang din kahit
Yes, oo,
paminsan-minsan.
sa
No?
umaga. Sige,
So
let's
let's go
watch
on muna sa ating interview with Ma'am Lorna Mandin, the head of the IGDD Davao City.
Regional Director, Judy
Sa estimate, giingon na asa 6,000 individuals ang present sa walk. While ginatanaw gyud nato no nga traffic, yung school day, pero makita gyud nato ang interest no kalikag ba sa Bisaya pa sa mga contingents nga mga aten tungod kay naandan siya nga magtapok gyud kada Marso 8. Kalahian, mas nagadaghan, mas nag-a-appeal ang mga nasa layo nga mga areas, no? Tungod kay mas taas-taas ang panahon nga mag-andam sila. So malipay ta, nga naay taga Marilog, taga Tumbok, taga Pakibato nga makaabot.
And even advocates for the Hero Day, Madayaw, Maarag, Dalawang Talan. The city government of Davao joins everyone.
Nahuman nato no tong Women's Summit ni aging adlaw karon ang Purple Walk na atay all women concert karong March 21 dinhi gihapon sa Rizal Park. Ug ang opisina dili lang naundang sa mga selebrasyon karong Marso. Padayon ta mag-coordinate, padayon ta mag-monitor, magtan-aw no sa mga gender issues in Davao City.
We recognize the vital role of women advocates and champions in your continued commitment to championing gender empowerment and advocating for
Pirmi gyud natong balikan o hinumduman no nga ang mga babae adunay katungod o kinahanglan nga we have to believe in ourselves as women. Dili ta maulaw, dili ta mahadlok. Kung atong ang atong katakos ng atong mga hiyas atong maayo nga maghanas no para ma-realize nato ang ato ang rights as a person or as a woman.
Ayun, so that's about it, no? The message from Lorna Mandin,
Yes,
the head of the
oo.
Integrated Gender and Development Division attorney.
Kung may madagdag ako, CD, itong Integrated Gender Development Office, which is headed by Ma'am Lorna, ay tumutulong din sa ating mga women and children victims, yung mga nag-undergo ng physical, psychological, sexual, or economic abuse. Kadalasan yung mga yung mga fathers, yung mga husbands, mga boyfriend na hindi nagsusuporta, hindi nagbibigay ng financial support, pwede ho magpunta dyan, then susulatan nila, tatawagin. Kung hindi maareglo, minsan tumutulong din sila mag-file ng cases in court. Kaya malaking tulong po yung IGDD sa ating mga kababaihan and our children.
Yes, and of course, as what we always heard from every woman, hindi ka babae lang, babae ka. That's what they always say. And of course, ang kaya sa lalaki, kaya din sa babae. Ang isa lang ang hindi kaya ay yung mga anak.
Hindi kaya sa lalaki. Oh. Yes.
So if you just join us, of course, we're on the first stretch of our program, ABCD, Attorney Blue and Carlo Dolier. So don't go anywhere because we will be right back after these few reminders.
This program is brought to you by Montefrio Garden Resort, your Highland escape.
Ventosa Law Office of Attorney Jose Vicente C. Ventosa III. For appointments, please call 0922 Ventosa or 0922-83-68672. Callers Flower Shop, Rigodon West for wellness, events, sports, and trainings.
Watch Attorney Blue Ventosa every Friday night in the program ABC Anuncio Batas at Cooperativa, 7 p.m. every Friday night at Double Lawyer Facebook page and Double Lawyer YouTube channel.
Hi
Hi everybody, my name is Alexa Rhoda and I am your Miss Earth Australia 2025 and we are here with Kadang Pang Live with Carlo Delier.
So we're back.
Alright,
and
and we're back. So,
episode
attorney,
5
go on.
tayo ngayon. Oo. Uy, yung those watching on the replay, kumusta rin kayo dyan? Ilagay nyo naman kung saan kayo na lugar na nanonood para malaman din natin kung saan tayo man lugar na umaabot na pinapanood nila, CD, di ba?
Yes, and of course, as for those who have not joined us for the previous episodes, we will get the chance to greet you. Kung hindi man namin kayo mag-greet for this episode, perhaps for the next, baka naman na maisingit
Oo.
natin kung kaya pa sa oras, attorney.
Yeah, si CD ang in charge dyan. Siya ang magsusulat at mag-ano. And of course, siguro baka pwede din natin incorporate ulit yung CD, yung mga birthday celebrants, no? Para at least din sila, ma-excite din sila sa mga for the week, ganyan. Tingnan natin kung anong pwede din natin idagdag. And,
Yes,
kayo, kung may suggestion sila, i-comment yun na or i-shout out or pwede na kayo mag-PM sa amin, sa akin, sa Davao Lawyer Facebook page and kay CD.
Sa Kadang Pan Digital Facebook page, of course. And also, we are also viewed via the Davao Lawyer YouTube and Kadang Pan Digital YouTube. But for the meantime, I would like to greet advance happy birthday to my media friend, Ivy Tejano, who is celebrating her birthday. Pero medyo kapitbahay lang namin yan sa Abangkal. I will not specify where, but I'll greet you in advance. Happy birthday, Ivy Tejano.
Happy birthday, Ivy!
Yan. So right now, as what you have mentioned and as promised, we wanted to make use sa ato ang time na may pakita natin sa every night, no, 3D projection mapping na ginaganap every night sa City Hall of Davao sa San Pedro Street. So likely, again, those who have not seen it in the previous nights, you can have the chance to watch it, of course, every 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and 10 o'clock in the evening. Hindi sa umaga, sa evening.
Okay, light show man na siya. Hanggang March 31 yan, di ba? All days in March. Hindi, oo. Panood mo na ba? Ako hindi pa eh. Siguro ako this week. Maghanap ako ng time magpunta.
So for those who have not, and of course si Attorney Blue hindi pa niyan witness, I had video it, but of course I will just have to have the voice over of myself. So mao na siya, no, ang opening sa 89th araw ng Davao yesterday, and of course timely na pinakita naman nila right before nga nag-ulan, sad to note na, but nevertheless, for those who are aware of this and who are not aware, kasi matagal na kasing hindi nakakapanood ng I think the last time na nakita ko yung 3D mapping, I believe, is quite a long time, mga 2 or 3 years ago, kung hindi ako nakakamali.
Oo, wala kayo sa mga past years, no? Although, nagsuga, karon na po ni.
Yes, for quite a long time. So, mauna ni siya, no? So, that's the one. Di ko lang ilagay ng music. Basta, voice over lang ako. And we'll try our very best na mag-voice as long as we can. So, ang pinapakita ngayon, of course, the construction of the City Hall, formerly the Municipal Hall of Davao. Then, through the years, kasi ang daming pinagdaanan. Then binomba yun nung ikalawang World War, no? So if you're aware, then na-reconstruct, and of course, na-retain yung same old design as it is. And even up to now, it still erects up to this day. And I also believe that it is already a long-standing century na, of course, alongside sa San Pedro Cathedral na matagal na, no? Kasi daming changes. Oo. Then yung pinapakita natin, and of course the symbols of Davao
Mhm.
is, of course, the waling-waling, the Philippine eagle, the durian, and of course, Mount Apo.
Apo, ayan.
And then there are key symbols din that it is all about yung mga 11 ethno-linguistic tribes here dito sa Davao.
Okay.
This is the Ata, Bagoboklata, Bagobo, Tagabawa, Iranun, Kagan, Maguindanaon, Maranao, Matigsalug, Sama, Obo Manubo, and Tausug. At least na-memorize ko na.
Oo, memorize mo talaga yung 11. Ako, hindi ko talaga ma-memorize yan.
Yes. So, a little trivia lang, no, is ang bangsa Iranon, sinali nila mga more than a decade ago, 2011 if I'm not mistaken. Kasi originally, 10 ethno-linguistic tribes ang pinapakita in the past.
Oo.
Then now, nadagdagan naman ng isa. So, technically, 11 as of today. So,
As of today.
and then, yun, ang pinapakita natin is, of course, the history of the Dabaweños itself.
Okay. Oo.
The pillars kasi ang pinapakita yung mga bayanihan, ng mga modern day heroes ng ating Davao City, mga
Maganda
rescuers.
talaga, face to face talaga, no? Ito nga sa ating video ngayon, napakaganda, and nabagay yung white background, yung white paint, no, ng City Hall kay
Yes, so
din mo ang mga laylay niyang colors ba, o yung mga images, yung mga videos, no?
yes. It would not be progressive as to what Davao is right now if it wasn't for the Dabaweños itself. Kasi the people, us, are part of the history, kumbaga.
Correct ka dyan, CD. Ano yun, kay Baluta, diri sa Davao, diri lang mga Dabaweños, diri lang atong mga 11 mga ethno tribes, but ito, melting pot talaga, no, from all over the Philippines, madami tayong mga from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, and of course, we have a fair share of yung mga mga foreigners, no, meron din mga community dito na mga foreigners na dito na sila naninirahan sa Davao.
So yun, that's every night, no? Again, for those who have not seen yet, regardless if you're already at Dabaweño or you're a tourist for so many years, but nevertheless, you wanted to know the history of Davao City, you may catch it every night. The 3D
Anong oras
projection
yun,
mapping.
CD? 6 o'clock? 7 o'clock?
6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 in the evening.
Okay. Mga more or less, mga ilang minutes ba to kung na-timean mo ito, CD, yung nandun ka?
Approximately, depending on how many presentations they'd like to present. And I think it's mga less than 7 or 6 minutes, I believe. Wala akong idea kung how many presentations.
Hindi ka
But nevertheless, pinakita naman nila.
Okay. So nice, no. So hopefully sige ulan, no, at para ma-enjoy gid sa atong mga kauban diri sa Davao.
Of course. But then again, if you wanted to take a video, a little disclaimer talaga that walang flash, just plain and simple video. Walang lighting, as of course, again, as what I have mentioned in the previous episode, is 3D projection siya.
3D projection. Ganda talaga. Okay. So
if you just join us again, we are watching the second stretch of our 5th episode of ABCD with yours truly, CD, Carlo Dolier.
And AB, Attorney Blue.
Yes. So I think, I don't know if you have some couple of announcements right before we continue.
So far, wala naman. Ano lang siguro, reminders lang sa mga lahat. Actually, not only for Silangan, no? The month of March and April are usually the months of the General Assembly of Primary Co-op. So, kadalasan yan Saturday, Sunday. So, ano na lang, punta na lang kayo sa mga respective Facebook pages or website ng inyong mga co-ops, or i-contact nyo lang yung inyong mga managers, no? So, or if you have time, you can also ask me, then I can tell you kung anong branch, anong araw yung inyong mga respective general assemblies.
All right. So we now go on as part of the International Women's Day, which is very timely because we will continue sa ating Mutya ng Davao interviews kasi currently preliminary competition na ngayon dito sa Davao City, but specifically nasa SM City Davao Ecoland Annex, kung saan syempre 20 candidates from all over Davao City representing to be vying for being the next ambassadress of Davao City, or should I say the successor of Rebecca Gail Celis, the future lawyer of ours.
Yes, kumpanyera na yan sa sunod.
Yes, sooner to be. But niya na ang continuation sa ato ang pakiginabi with Sam plus another, which I believe na isa sa imuha ng bet attorney, no, na ako na hinabi. But technically, we will go on to the show as we will present to you the other candidates of the Mutya ng Davao 2026. Check this out. Mayong adlaw, mabuhay o madayaw gikan sa dakbayan sa Davao. Of course, we are here once again, but I saw a familiar face right in front of me because she had joined before the Mutya ng Davao 2024, the time of Hannah Mage Picho. And now, she will be joining again the second time because she's a rest backer. None other than Nicole Sydney Cookie Fontillas. Mabuhay og madayaw.
Mabuhay og madayaw po. Hello everyone.
So nice to see you again, and I know this is quite inevitable na under pressure pa ka na makabalik. But what is of course very unique right now, the second time around that you're joining Mutya ng Davao?
I think what makes this journey unique is there is a little bit of the pressure. If my pressure man, it's pressure sa aking sarili, not from my team, because they have assured me that whatever the results will be, happy sila with that. All I have to do is perform, do my best, and stay true to my core. But I think the significant difference between this edition of Sydney compared to the previous edition is I'm finally letting my story out. Before, I have been holding back, but now I came back with a stronger purpose, with a story to tell to other people, and with this passion to really make a positive change in our community.
Okay, of course, being a fighter yourself and a survivor of abuse, of course, what is the inspiration for this time that you have joined once again the Mutya ng Davao, doing the same advocacy that you had shared 2 years ago?
Actually, 2 years ago, I advocated for farmers because I also came from a family who belongs in the agriculture industry. But this time, I want to represent the people who also went through the same story as I did. Growing up, having experienced such violence, I was afraid to open up. But last year, when I was in my, I think, resting year, I guess.
Recuperating period?
Yes, I decided to finally let myself out there because I realized that if I do get my story out there, then there will be other kids who went through just like I did, who will get inspired and to finally really explore themselves deeper, to let themselves feel the pain, because that's the first step to healing. And while healing may not be linear, every step towards it is very important because that's how you will be able to let it all out, embrace it, and embrace the journey to healing. So that's what I want to also make others feel like they have a safe space here in Davao, and we want to incorporate my sport, Taekwondo. I will be teaching them myself martial arts or self-defense because we want to be prepared. Any form of violence can happen anytime, and we would want to prevent that.
Yes. So, who inspires you while you're doing your journey for the 2 editions of Mutya ng Davao? back in 2024 and for this year?
Honestly, my greatest inspiration would be, this might be too narcissistic to hear, but myself or my younger self, because no one stood up for me back then. And now I want to be that ate or that mutia that other people can look up to, not only because we present with beauty, we talk about our advocacies, but because we're walking our talk. I want to be the ate who will teach them how to fight, not only violence, but also to fight their fears and to finally let themselves go out of the box.
Yes. So, compared to 2 years ago, how is the experience that although some of them that you might know were also mga rest backers naman pod, but what is it compared for this year's batch of the Mutya ng Davao alongside with the familiar faces you've known with?
Honestly, I am amazed about the different girls who went up on stage with me earlier. We stand for different advocacies. We stand for our different stories that we want to share and to put out there. Actually, I'm glad to see familiar faces. Kanina lang, we hug each other because we're so proud of our growth compared to the previous edition na batchmates kami. But seeing Resbackers, there's more than a couple of Resbackers, just shows how driven a Dabawenya can be. We are back because we are hungry for the crown. We are hungry to serve our purpose in our city, and I think that's what sets this edition apart from any edition, because women are even more driven to make a lasting impact in Davao.
Yeah. If you would describe Davao City in one word, in what one word you would describe alongside with your personality and also the situation you're in right now?
Fearless. That's something that I would like to describe myself and to describe every Dabawenyo and Davao City itself. We are not afraid to get criticized because that way we take it as something that we can use to drive change. And I think it shows how good our local governance here is. We are economically progressive. We participate in international trade and tourism fairs like BIMP IAGA. If you're not familiar with that, that is basically an ASEAN group aiming for a sustainable and progressive country. And I'm proud to be part of Davao City because we are proactive in growing not just our economy, we are promoting our tourism and of course, the people itself.
Mayong adlaw, mabuhay ug madayaw gikan sa Dakbayan sa Davao. And we are here once again for another edition of Kadangpan Interviews. As you know, she is also one of the rest backers for the Mutya ng Davao for this year's batch. And I would like to introduce now Sirlyn Cabaniet. Mabuhay ug madayaw.
Mabuhay ug madayaw, sir.
Yes, nice to see you again.
Nice to see you again.
After a year?
Yes, sir.
Yes, pero medyo na-confuse ra ko sa kanang mga familiar faces.
Yes, sir.
But, of course, why you have decided to join again for the second time?
Yes, sir. Katulad po ng, just like what I've mentioned earlier during the Q&A the Q&A portion for the trans past talk. So they've asked me why did I join once again? Because for me, when I saw the post of Mutya ng Davao Facebook page that its theme is all about born to lead, and from that, for me, being a leader is not a passion but a calling. Because when I was very young, I really had my own community-based organization and also has this advocacy, which is Project Kaalam, unraveling the prescription towards a vibrant community through research-driven health literacy. So that is the main reason why I joined Mutya ng Davao once again, because I always perceive that Mutya ng Davao is a platform or a perfect venue wherein we can share our causes and advocacies. And I joined Mutya ng Davao because I believe that it's a form of leadership, and it doesn't mean that the crown is gone, the leadership is gone as well. So it's the beginning of you trying to rise again because you have the leadership inside you. At the same time, you wanted it to share not just only for the people of Davao City but also to the entire world.
Yes. So compared to last year, how are you prepared for this with the newest batch? And I think some of your fellow sister candidates are also the batchmates from last year.
I'm so excited knowing that some of the candidates are also the risk backers. And for the preparation, I've actually prepared so much right now. And I don't want to spoil it to you guys because I want you to stay tuned, most especially on the coronation night for Mutya ng Davao 2026. But one thing's for sure, you're gonna be having a better and new Serlin.
Yes. So if you would describe Davao City in one word with your personality as well, what is it and how would you define Davao City to yourself?
If there's one word that I could describe Davao City that could also correlate to myself, it would gonna be fearless. Because I am a leader, I'm a self-taught leader, and at the same time, I've been into various life situations that would also, I could say, that very difficult for me to carry on. And I believe that historically wise, Davao City also experienced various circumstances that also tested its endurance, not just only in the governance, but so as with its people. So I could say that as an individual and part of this competition with Mutya ng Davao, we are really fearless because we know who and what we are authentically, and we know where and how to stand by our own.
Right. So before
Ayun.
we go for a break, I think, attorney, you have something that you had in mind na what resonates with the two
Oo.
other candidates, no?
Una, para silang risk backers, no? Yung si nauna nung 2024 bumalik ngayon, then yung pangalawa si 2025. And yung common sa kanila is also yung fearless na word, no? And I'm a bit pleasantly surprised, no, na itong mga may pinagdadaanan, hindi nila kinahihiya, at yun ang maganda kasi yung sa mga iba siguro natatakot, nahihiya sa may pinagdadaanan, babae man o lalaki, kahit anong gender, mas maganda na harapin natin at i-share natin, at meron tayong mga katuwang katulad yan. And hopefully, whether they win or not, whether they continue or not, whether in the limelight or not, sa tingin ko marami dito sa mga kababaihan nito ay makakatulong talaga, hindi lamang sa mga kababaihan, kabataan, at lahat ng gender dito sa Davao City, CD.
All right. So we will go for a short break because when we come back, we will hear more about some of the candidates that we had interviewed. Please stay with us.
This program is brought to you by Montefrio Garden Resort, your Highland escape.
Ventosa Law Office of Attorney Jose Vicente C. Ventosa III. For appointments, please call 0922 Ventosa or 0922-83-68672. Colors Flower Shop, Rigodon West for wellness, events, sports, and trainings.
Watch Attorney Blue Ventosa every Saturday night in the program, The Attorney Blue Show, 7 p.m. every Saturday night at Davao Lawyer Facebook page and Davao Lawyer YouTube channel.
I am Abigail Balili, your patnubay ng Davao 2024.
I am Fredoma Nova Tinasas Corporal, your pag-asa ng Davao 2024.
I am Yuane Preglo, your sinay ng Davao.
Jan Marine Rendon, your diwa ng Davao.
Hello, I am Hannah Main Speakshaw, your mutya ng Davao 2024.
And you're watching Kadangpan Live with Carlo Dolier.
We're back, and if you just join us, we're in episode 5 na dito sa ating ABCD, no? It's March 8, 2026, and if you're watching us live, you can say hi or shout out. And if you're watching us on the replay, lagay nyo rin kung saan kayo na lugar para malaman natin kung saan kayo nanonood.
Yes, this show is being streamed over the Kadangpan Digital Facebook page and YouTube channel.
And of course, the Davao Lawyer Facebook page and Davao Lawyer YouTube channel.
Yes, so right before we go on with the next one, I think there is a couple of announcements I'd like to make. As you know that wedding season comes, as I wanted to promote Kasalan 2026, the National Wedding Tourism Expo, which will be held on March 21 to 22, 2026 at the Ayala Malls Abrisa. So
Ayun.
don't forget, go to kasal.com Facebook page for more details.
Oo, kasi kadalasan nasanay tayo na June bride. So tamang-tama siguro as early as March or kahit next June or kahit kailan nyo gusto na buwan, maganda talaga may planning di lamang sa kasal at sa iba pang mga negosyo, sa trabaho, sa ating pag-aaral. That's a very good, no? So hopefully maging successful din ang event na yan.
And of course, hindi pwedeng hindi bibigyan ng pagkakataon without the flowers that you choose, because without bias, it's you'd have to choose Colors Flower Shop.
Yes. So punta lang
Without
kayo doon sa
bias,
Facebook
ha?
page sa Colors Flower
Oo.
Shop. Yes, thanks.
Anyway, attorney, we will go on to continue. We will have another set of candidates that we had interviewed, as of course the Mutya ng Davao season is fast approaching. So we will go on with the continuation of our interviews. Let's watch this. Mayong adlaw, mabuhay ug madayaw gikan sa Dakbayan sa Davao. And we are here once again for another edition of Kadangpan Interviews, but this time we are joined by one of the candidates for Mutya ng Davao 2026. Please state your name, age, and where do you represent?
I am Jumelka Morales Tuong, 19 years old, proudly representing Barangay Talomo proper.
Uy, kabarangay banday na ko ni. Taga Talomo proper man ko.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So anyway, if given the chance that you will crown as the Mutya ng Davao for 2026, what is your advocacy you'd like to bring to the Davaoenes alike?
If I were to be crowned as the next Mutya ng Davao 2026, I would really advocate for mental health accessibility programs, especially in catering safe space for the youth, for them to thrive in their mental health, as well as providing psychological first aid training for our staffs here in Davao City. And I think that's something that our city needs, because mental health is something that is really an issue, and it is prominent here in Davao, and we should really acknowledge that this issue should be addressed well here in our city.
Okay. With that being said, of course, you're witnessing some of those who are struggling. They are doing they're battling their own battles. Kumbaga, losing a loved one, losing someone you love, or losing someone who's your best friend. What is the importance, of course, to taking good care of our mental health?
You know what? As a psychological first aider, I have sat down with other people, and we sat down with their stories. I listened to their stories, and it's really heartbreaking to know that some people, when they're experiencing a lot of mental health struggles, psychological distress, some of them doesn't know that there are actually a lot of people who are willing to listen, to reflectively listen, and to actually who are willing to sit down with their problems, and we can share our problems with them. And I think that's something that we should really we should inform other people that there are support system, there are people who are willing to really give the support that we need in times of mental health distress, and that's something that I really want to advocate for, mental health accessibility.
Yes. I don't know, I think if it's your first time joining the Mutya ng Davao, or you have joined some previous pageants in the past.
I have joined Mutya ng University of Mindanao just last year, but this is my second big pageant, the Mutya ng Davao.
So that's the first time for Mutya ng Davao. Yes. Right now, as for the well-being of now, you have witnessed with your fellow sister candidates, how is the bonding all together during the press conference and sashing?
I was actually right now I'm still trying to get to know them more, because some of them are still shy, and I myself I'm still quiet, shy, and aloof with them, but I'm trying my best to communicate with them and to really form that sisterhood bond, because I believe that when I experience Mutya ng Davao, I will really experience sisterhood as well.
If you would describe Davao City in one word, what will it be, and what resonates, of course, with the city itself as well as your personality?
I would really describe Davao City with its tagline, Disciplinado. Davao City is disciplinado. And as a disciplined woman myself, I really believe that Davao City really, empowers me as a disciplined woman, as a young woman to really, follow the rules, the policies of our city. And I think that's something that Davao City empowered within me as a woman.
Yun. So that's the first batch. I think second batch, but first part of it right now. So
Yeah.
we will
Wait,
had
may tanong ako sa iyo, CD. Gano'n na ba katagal yung describe Davao City in one word na question mo?
yeah,
Kung
very
maalala mo. Oo,
very
tagal-tagal.
intriguing, no? But I wanted
Oo.
in their heartfelt
Mm-mm.
reminder that resonates with their personality and what Davao City is right now, no? But technically, paiba-iba kasi yung
Oo.
pag-describe. But so far, one thing's for sure, Davao City is really life.
Yes.
Which I cannot describe in so many words. So, daghan yung mga words na di na nako ma-establish on how Davao City improved in our, as a fellow
Maganda siguro,
Davaoenyo ourselves.
parang mag-ano tayo ng parang guessing game, i-compile natin yung top 5 or top 10 answers and ipag-guess natin sa ating mga viewers next time. Bigyan natin sila ng premyo.
Yeah, base
Oo.
ma-jinx. But anyway, we will go on. So, there was another one, I think. And the second part of it is, of course, one of these Mutya candidates that you had in your top 5, I believe.
Okay.
But you would be surprised on how I interviewed her in that kind of situation. So let's
Okay.
go on.
Let's watch this.
May adlaw, mabuhay, ug madayaw, gikan sa Dakbayan sa Davao. And we're here once again for another edition of our Kadangpan interviews together with one of the official candidates of the Mutya ng Davao 2026 representing Barangay 76-A Bukana is none other than, of course, a model herself, Loriana Santos. Mabuhay ug madayaw.
Mabuhay ug madayaw.
Yes, so how many times you had been in the pageantry, I believe?
Well, I did join Mutya ng Davao 2020, but it was cancelled due to the pandemic. And then I was able to join Binibining Davao del Norte. But then after that, due to the pandemic, I decided I would finish my education. So now is the return, and I did join Mutya ng Davao 2026.
If given the chance that you will be crowned as the Mutya ng Davao, what is your advocacy you'd like to give to our fellow Davaoenos?
Well, as your probable Mutya ng Davao, my advocacy is within youth development. And I really care about our youth because they are the future of our city and our whole economy. These are our leaders, these are our lawyers, our doctors. So their development is much as important as anything else.
Yes. So how is the feeling that, of course, you have been bonded together with your fellow sister candidates for this batch, especially you have been participating with the opening ceremony of the Araw ng Davao for this year?
Yes, well, throughout the days within our activities, we really got to know the girls, and they are the most loving, heartwarming, fun souls with very, very passionate about their advocacies, their purpose in life, and it is very inspiring. And I'm really blessed and grateful to have met these wonderful sisters.
Yes. If you would give Davao City in one word, what is it and what does resonate, of course, compared with the personality, and of course, what is Davao City right now?
To me, Davao City is a growing city. And one word that we're to describe Davao City is growing. Because like any other individual, there's always room for improvement. And Davao City has been developing and growing into the city that it is now. And we have room for improvement within the city that it is going to be.
Yeah. So, who inspires you that you have joined again the Mutya ng Davao?
My mother, because my mother is really a strong and independent woman who really made sure that we had a proper life, a proper education. My family really is my core, but my mom is a strong woman that really inspired me to be where I am today.
Mayong adlaw, mabuhay ug madayaw gikan sa dakbayan sa Davao. And of course, we are here once again together with another candidate from Mutyan ng Davao 2026 representing Barangay Bago Galiera. Ladies and gentlemen, Robin Lee, mabuhay ug madayaw.
Mabuhay og madayaw.
Yes, so why you had decided that you're joining Mutyan ng Davao for this year?
Sure. In 2020, I joined with Yan Davao and I was one of the finalists. But the pandemic happened, so the pageant never came to fruition and that door closed. Then the pandemic happened and online classes happened. During that, I moved to Canada to be with my dad because I've never met him. Finally met him, graduated, and I have this unfinished journey here in Davao. And Mutyan ng Davao has a big reach to the city of Davao. And I have an advocacy that I'm very, very passionate about. And I want to see it come to fruition through the help of Mutyan ng Davao.
So what is the advocacy that you will bring to the Davaoenos if ever you will win?
It is the female reproductive health awareness campaign because I suffer through something called PCOS, and I know a lot of people that also go through that and they get a lot of misconceptions, stigma, as well as some people who might not know that they have it but they're going through symptoms. One of the bigger symptoms is weight gain unexplained, acne, and depression, and that's very sad. So as somebody who has all that and is here in Mutyan ng Davao, I want to be a beacon of hope telling the Davaoenos that hey, it's okay that you have PCOS, that you have endometriosis, that you have myoma, we can still go through this. And if the more we talk about it, the more studies can be made to help remediate it and find a cure eventually in our lifetime, hopefully.
Yeah. So right now, how's the feeling that you have been bonded with your fellow sister candidates for this batch with the previous schedule of activities and what the further schedule of activities for this month?
It feels great. All the girls are so nice. Backstage, we helped each other out because our hair was all messed up because of the wind, the rain. And it's nice to see sisterhood forming. It is a competition, but it feels more like a bonding experience with our fellow Davaoenos, which is the one thing that is one message that Mutyan ng Davao always perpetuates is that to be a queen, you need to be smart, beautiful, and you need to have a good attitude to get along with everybody. And I think every candidate has that. So we'll never know who wins.
Yeah. So right at this moment, if you would describe Davao City in one word, what is it and what resonates that compares to your personality and of course with the situation of Davao City that is right now?
Right now, specifically, I'm gonna go with a fun answer and describe Davao City as wet. It is raining and it rained, and with my personality, rain come rain or shine, the show must go on, and that's what happened on stage tonight.
Yeah. I expect that from you for the next one. But of course, probably you understand a little Bisaya?
Yes. During my audition process, giingnan ko sa mga judges kung kabalo ba ko mabisaya, and then giingnan nila na ako na mabisaya ko for the rest of the audition process. Dili daw ko pwede mag-English, pero nag-ingon sa ko na konyo kaya kong Bisaya kay ado man ko sa una. So, yeah.
Very intriguing, but you have to get used to it.
I have to. My fellow candidates also helped me. Karon nakatuo ko unsay Bisaya ng slide.
Yeah.
Danlog.
Oh, see? Surprise!
Wala ka ba na nosebleed dyan kay Miss Lee? Ang galing-galing mag-English, CD.
Yeah. But of course, she had to practice Bisaya because dili kayo siya but she had to understand it anyway.
Yes, oo. Ano rin pala siya, no? Rest-backer din. Ang dami palang rest-backers ngayon dito sa batch nito sa 2026 Mutyan ng Davao.
2020, I believe,
Oo,
pero wala sila
2020
na
daw
ngayon
siya.
because of the pandemic, I believe.
Ng pandemic. That's a very good, very, very good development for this young women. No? And I think, hindi rin siya masyado matangkad, no? CD, kasi wala nang height requirement ngayon, wala nang age requirement, wala nang civil status requirement, and that's what's good with the present setup of Mutyan ng Davao. Inclusivity na, wala nang discrimination. Kahit sino pwede nang sumali, di ba? CD?
Yeah. Correct. But right before we end, I would like to ask muna that with hearing Robin Lee's fancy story, how do you feel about it?
Parang malaki yung chance niya, pero dapat hindi talaga siya makalimot binisaya kay diri sa Davao bisdak good baya ginta, no? So depende na lang siguro sa preference ng mga judges, pero sa nakita ko ngayon, no, lalo na yung hindi kasama sa top 5 mo, sa top 5 ko, parang silang lahat malaki yung chances nila. Depende na lang siguro on March 21 ba yun sa USEP, kung sino yung
March 20.
pinaka-condition sa kanila, pinaka-alert, at may swerte pa rin siguro na maliit na chance na swerte, but I believe preparation pa rin ang sa kanila, physical, mental, and spiritual, and that's how you get the complete picture. And I'm very confident na kahit sino mamanalo for this Mutya ng Davao 2026 ay very worthy na ito siya, Mutya natin for 2026.
Yeah. And of course, ang bilis naman talaga ng oras because we have reached to our time that we end our program. But of course, is there any additional message pa or reminders sa atong mga viewers for this episode?
Of course, every Sunday, 5 p.m. ABCD. Marami na rin tayong madagdag siguro next week kasi marami mga activities. And wag kayong mahiya o mag-atubili, na mag-suggest, or kung gusto nyo, baka later on meron tayong mga special na mga portions na pwede tayong mag-interview or mag-invite na mga gustong mag-share. So, abangan nyo lang yan sa mga susunod na episodes natin dito sa ABCD.
Yes, and I think wala na ko'y laing pang message, gawas na lang sa ako ang ipabilin na bulawanong pulong. We cannot end our program without a Bible verse from Matthew 18:20. For where 2 or 3 gather in my name, there am I with them. Yan. So, praise God, and may we all wish you a happy weekend, and we wanted to relax. Dili pwedeng mag-relax kung wala kaming duha. Of course, your Sunday habit, which is
This program is brought to you by Montefrio Garden Resort, your Highland escape.
Ventosa Law Office of Attorney Jose Vicente C. Ventosa III. For appointments, please call 0922 Ventosa or 0922-83-68672. Callers Flower Shop, Rigodon West for wellness, events, sports, and trainings.